Namaste everyone and welcome to Supergrad CAT. Today we'll be covering everything very comprehensively about the CAT exam. So the 5 broad areas that we are going to cover today are 1. What is the CAT exam? Number 2. We are going to cover why should you think of preparing for the CAT exam. Number 3. The eligibility for the CAT exam. Number 4. The CAT exam syllabus. And finally, we are going to understand a very interesting philosophical take on the CAT exam. So let's start. What is CAT exam? CAT refers to Common Admission Test, which is the biggest management entrance test in the whole world. Yes, you heard it right. Last year, 3.3 lakh students registered for the exam. So CAT is an exam which can open doors to get admission to some of the finest MBA colleges in the country, including the 21 IIMs. So IIMs refer to the Indian Institutes of Management, which are considered to be some of the best colleges in the world when you think of a management course. So then the next question typically comes is, why should you even think of considering to appear in the CAT exam? आप CAT exam क्यों लिखें? So let's understand this in a multitude of ways. Number 1 is a very strong career trajectory. So think of your career choice. Either you'll work for some company or you will start something of your own. या तो आप entrepreneur बनोगे या फिर आप खुद का बिजनेस करने की जगह किसी दूसरे की कंपनी में कुछ ना कुछ रोल प्ले करोगे. In a typical organizational setup, you will realize that there are different functions that work together, which is finance, marketing, operations, HR, systems, and so on. Now, in a typical job, when you're specialized in one domain, let's say BCom, BBA, BSc, engineering, you are restricted to one domain in particular, which is your area of expertise. But once you do your degree in management, you get a very comprehensive understanding of all the different functional areas which I mentioned earlier. Therefore, when it comes to some very senior leadership roles, it is extremely important that you have an understanding of these roles and you are able to get some of these roles once you have done a course in management. The second part obviously is a big attraction with regards to salary. So a lot of people are concerned ki what are the typical starting salaries of the pass outs from MBA. So I'll give you the highlight. The top 3 IIMs in the country, namely IIM Ahmedabad, IIM Bangalore, IIM Calcutta, अगर हम इनकी last year की 2023 की placement report देखें, so the average CTC for all the 3 colleges was more than 35 lakhs per annum. 35 lakhs per annum was the average CTC of the entire batch when you think of the top 3 IIMs. So if you think of career trajectory, the distinct placement facilities that you get, and finally a very important part which is role. So think of it this way कि आपको अपने करियर में किस तरह के रोल्स प्ले करने हैं. If you want to pick up a role in the management domain of sales and marketing, maybe you should think of an MBA. If you think you want to become an investment banker, an equity research analyst, someone in treasury or wealth management, think of MBA. If you want to be a product manager at some of the leading companies like Amazon, Microsoft, Google, think of MBA. So think of all the fancy roles that you might have heard of or that you might want to actually play. What is the easiest and the most efficient way to reach there? The way is to appear in CAT and get admitted to some of the best B schools in the country. So the most efficient way to get such kind of fancy roles is to appear in CAT and crack it. Alright, so now let's look at the eligibility part. Who are eligible to appear in the CAT exam? So CAT की eligibility बहुत simple और straightforward है. Any graduate with 3 or more years of graduation degree. अगर आपका graduation 3 साल या 3 साल से ज़्यादा का है, and if you have secured an aggregate of 50% or more marks, if you are a general category student, and 45% or more marks if you are a reserved category student, you are eligible to appear in the CAT exam. Also, if you are in the final year of your graduation, अगर आप final year में भी हैं तो भी आप CAT exam में appear कर सकते हैं. Is there some criteria for work experience? Not at all. Which means अगर आपके पास वर्क एक्सपीरियंस है तो भी आप कैट लिख सकते हैं, अगर आपके पास वर्क एक्स नहीं है तो भी आप कैट लिख सकते हैं. Is there some criteria for graduation course to be online or offline? No. Is there some criteria for the course to be residential or distance learning? No. तो आपका कोई भी ग्रेजुएशन हो रिकॉग्नाइज्ड यूनिवर्सिटी से जहाँ पे आपका एग्रीगेट 50% और मोर है फॉर जनरल या 45% है फॉर रिजर्व कैटेगरी, यू आर वेल एंड ट्रूली ऑन ट्रैक टू अपीयर इन द कैट एग्जाम. Now let's look at the timeline for the CAT exam. So CAT exam का notification typically आता है in the month of July. Exam form open होता है from August and you are able to fill the form till mid-September. The form fees is typically 2400 rupees for general category students and 1200 rupees for reserved category students. Exam का date is typically the last Sunday of November. For example, for CAT 2024, the most likely date for CAT exam is 24th of November. एग्ज़ाम के एक हफ्ते में ही कैट एग्ज़ाम की आंसर कीज रिलीज कर दी जाती है, जिससे आप अपने स्कोर्स कैलकुलेट कर सकते हैं और आपका एक आइडिया लग जाता है कि आपने कितना अच्छा परफॉर्म करा है. फाइनल रिजल्ट लास्ट ईयर केम ऑन 21st of December. सो टिपिकली इन्हीं लाइन्स पे इस साल भी शायद रिजल्ट आएगा. What happens in the month of January, February and March is typically the next stage of admission process, which is where you appear in group discussions, essay writing, extempore and the actual interviews. इन सारी प्रोसेस का कॉम्पोजिट स्कोर निकालने के बाद आपका फाइनल एडमिशन लिस्ट डिसाइड होता है टू गेट एडमिशन टू दीज टॉप कॉलेजेस. The curriculum for MBA typically starts from June end or July first week. Let's look at the CAT exam pattern now. So CAT का exam duration is typically for 2 hours. 120 minutes आपको मिलते हैं to appear for the entire paper. It has 3 different subject areas or sections as they are called. तो 3 अलग अलग subjects का test होगा आपका. Each subject will have a specific time limit which is that of 40 minutes. So what are the 3 subjects or what are the 3 sections? The first section is VARC. What does VARC refer to? Verbal ability and reading comprehension. So the paper proceeds like this कि आप जब एग्जाम स्टार्ट करेंगे तो स्ट्रेट अवे आपका VARC सेक्शन ही सबसे पहले आएगा. यू डोंट हैव अ चॉइस टू स्विच और डिसाइड कि आप पहला कौन सा सेक्शन अटेम्प्ट करेंगे. तो VARC सेक्शन स्टार्ट होगा. यू विल गेट 40 मिनट्स टू अटेम्प्ट 24 क्वेश्चंस. तो कितने क्वेश्चंस हैं VARC में? 24. तो आप 24 क्वेश्चन 40 मिनट तक अटेम्प्ट कर सकते हैं. एज सुन एज द 40 मिनट का टाइमर एंड्स, immediately your second section will start and that second section is DILR. What does DILR refer to? DILR refers to data interpretation and logical reasoning. Again, section का time limit कितना रहेगा? 40 minutes, which means as soon as your 40 minutes are over, immediately आपका third section start होगा and that third section is quantitative ability. टिपिकली जिसको हम मैथमेटिक्स बोलते हैं, वो सेक्शन इज रेफर टू एज क्वांटिटेटिव एबिलिटी. और उसके लिए भी आपको कितने मिनट्स मिलेंगे? 40 मिनट्स. एंड द नंबर ऑफ क्वेश्चंस इन QA आर टिपिकली 22. तो टोटल पूरे एग्जाम में अगर क्वेश्चंस का ब्रेकअप देखें तो विल से कि टोटल 66 क्वेश्चंस पूरे पेपर में हैं. 24 क्वेश्चंस फॉर VARC, 20 क्वेश्चंस फॉर DILR एंड 22 क्वेश्चंस फॉर QA. अब इसमें 2 तरह के क्वेश्चन कैटेगरीज आती हैं. One is MCQ, which is multiple choice questions, जो I'm sure all of us are aware of. कि आपको एक क्वेश्चन दिया जाएगा और उसके बाद 4 ऑप्शंस रहेंगे और आपको करेक्ट आंसर मार्क करना है, रेडियो बटन सेलेक्ट करना है. The other category is called as TITA, TITA, which stands for type in the answer. So type in the answer would mean हो सकता है कि कोई मैथ का क्वेश्चन ऐसा आए जहाँ पे आपका आंसर निकल के आ रहा है 100. तो then you have to type your answer using the keyboard 100. This is typically how you input your answer in the exam. तो इस तरह के questions को बोलते हैं TITA. Now once you've understood the 2 different category of questions, MCQ and TITA, let's understand the marking scheme. तो हर correct answer के लिए आपको मिलेंगे +3 marks और अगर incorrect होता है तो you'll get -1. But remember, incorrect marks are only for MCQ category of questions. जिनमें चॉइसेस अवेलेबल हैं उन्हीं में अगर आपका क्वेश्चन गलत होता है तो -1 है. पर अगर टीटा टाइप के क्वेश्चंस हैं जहां पर आपको आंसर टाइप करना है तो देन देयर इज नो नेगेटिव मार्किंग, विच मीन्स अगर आपने आंसर टाइप कर दिया और वो गलत भी हुआ तो आपको 0 मार्क्स अवॉर्ड होंगे, नेगेटिव नहीं जाएंगे. फाइनली व्हाट हैपन्स इफ यू लीव सम क्वेश्चंस अनअटेम्प्टेड क्वेश्चंस के लिए? अगेन देयर इज नो नेगेटिव मार्किंग, सिंपली 0 मार्क्स अवॉर्ड होंगे जिन क्वेश्चंस को आपने अटेम्प्ट नहीं कराए. So this is typically how the exam pattern looks like. Now let's have a look at the syllabus of the CAT exam. Starting with VARC section. VARC section typically has 24 questions, out of which around 16 questions are from the reading comprehension. So reading comprehension में किस तरह के passages typically पूछ सकते हैं? They can be from any theme like politics, economics, philosophy, you can have psychology, history, literature, sports, technology, science and whatnot. Think of any domain or area और passage उसके ऊपर आ सकता है and then there'll be around 4 questions following it. The level of difficulty of reading comprehension is considered to be moderate to difficult, so you'll need solid preparation to be able to crack this part. The other part in verbal ability includes questions on parajumbles, parasummary, paracompletion and odd one out category of questions. कई बार एक मिथ रहता है कि सर वोकैबुलरी डायरेक्टली पूछते ही नहीं है कैट एग्जाम में इंग्लिश सेक्शन में, तो क्या ये सही है? यस, डायरेक्टली वोकैब का शायद एक भी क्वेश्चन ना हो, बट आरसीज में और बाकी सारे कैटेगरी ऑफ क्वेश्चंस में इट इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. इनफैक्ट इट्स इंपेरेटिव फॉर यू टू हैव अ गुड वोकैबुलरी टू बी एबल टू कॉम्प्रीहेंड सम ऑफ दोज पैसेजेस जिनका लेवल ऑफ डिफिकल्टी एज आई सेड वाज वेरी हाई. So coming to DLR section, इसका syllabus क्या है? So let's start with data interpretation. So data interpretation will test your ability to understand different kinds of charts. तो charts के फॉर्म में अगर डेटा दे दिया, जैसे फॉर एग्जाम्पल सिंपल टेबल्स, बार चार्ट्स, लाइन चार्ट्स, पाई चार्ट्स, स्पाइडर ग्राफ्स, 3D बबल चार्ट्स, तो अगर डेटा थोड़ा सा डिस्टिंक्ट वे में प्रेजेंट कर दिया इन द फॉर्म ऑफ डिफरेंट चार्ट्स, how do you understand the data and then solve the questions accordingly? So this is the syllabus for DI. And logical reasoning mein we have questions from the domain of arrangements. So typically all the sets in arrangements are in the form of puzzles, and same is the case for other areas like cubes, like Venn diagrams, like games and tournaments, like quant based reasoning, like reasoning based DI, and so on. So typical puzzle based sets will be a part of the reasoning section. Now let's look at the syllabus for the quant section. Generally, a lot of students are afraid of the mathematics section, which is called as the quantitative ability section, primarily because of the different subject topics that are covered and the level of difficulty. It is said कि level of difficulty 10th class के math का है, but when you actually look at some of the questions from the previous year's paper, you will realize that although the syllabus is on those lines, the level of difficulty can be sometimes very challenging for some of the questions. So briefly outlining the syllabus for QA, it includes questions from arithmetic, questions from algebra, questions from geometry, questions from numbers, and questions from modern math. तो arithmetic में किस तरह के chapters आएंगे? You'll have ratios, proportion, variation, percentage, profit and loss, simple interest, compound interest, time and work, time speed distance, and so on. Averages, मिक्सचर्स एंड एलिगेशंस, ये सारा पार्ट अरिथमेटिक का सिलेबस होगा. इनफैक्ट एक बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग एनालिसिस दैट वी हैव डन इज अंडरस्टैंडिंग किस एरिया से कितने क्वेश्चंस आए हैं. आई हैव पुट द PDF लिंक ऑफ दैट पर्टिकुलर एनालिसिस. यू कैन क्लिक ऑन दैट लिंक एंड अंडरस्टैंड कि पिछले 5 सालों में एक्चुअल कैट के पेपर्स में मैथ सेक्शन में किन चैप्टर्स से कितने क्वेश्चंस आए हैं. आई हैव ऑल्सो इंक्लूडेड एन इंटरेस्टिंग हीट मैप फॉर यू टू अंडरस्टैंड इट graphically. So this is broadly about the CAT syllabus. And finally, now we'll cover a very interesting philosophical take with regards to appearing in the CAT exam. बहुत लोगों को डाउट लगता है कि हम CAT में अपीयर करें भी ना करें, शायद हमारा स्कोर इतना अच्छा ना आए कि हमें बेस्ट कॉलेजेस मिल पाएँ. Irrespective of that, I'm going to say that you should definitely try appearing and preparing for the CAT exam. Worst case क्या होगा कि आपका स्कोर अच्छा नहीं आएगा और आपका एडमिशन नहीं मिलेगा. But believe me, preparation for the CAT exam is like preparing for UPSC. It is a life-changing experience. Let me repeat, preparing for CAT exam is a life-changing experience, and very quickly let me explain why. आप कौन से 3 एरियाज पढ़ने वाले हो और इम्प्रूव करने वाले हो? पहला इंग्लिश. सो थिंक ऑफ इट दिस वे, लाइफ में सक्सेसफुल होने के लिए क्या इंग्लिश के ऊपर अच्छी कमांड ज़रूरी है? लॉट ऑफ यू विल से कंपल्सरी तो नहीं है, बट अगर अच्छी है तो इट विल डेफिनेटली बी ए बिग वैल्यू एड. Think of your ability to solve and understand difficult data sets with a good amount of logical reasoning. तो अगर आप DILR की प्रिपरेशन करते हो, you are improving your logic, you are improving your ability to understand data well, and finally when you are good in math, you're able to solve problems. So imagine अगर आप ये 3 areas की प्रिपरेशन बहुत अच्छे तरीके से कर लेते हो, irrespective of the career choice you have, believe me, you will have a better chance of being successful at it if you have done your preparation well. So with this, I'll take your leave. Ciao.